This is a video showing off the deck I used in the third cross-archetype Discord tournament held by the Yu-Gi-Oh! Hub Discord. The cross-archetype Discord tournament, as the name suggests, is an inter-Discord tournament in which teams rep the decks that their Discords are focused on. I was in the team representing Superheavy Samurai, but each Discord selected 3 players to present their deck. I wanted to mix up a little bit and give my opponents, catch them off guard a little bit. So I had a bit of an unconventional build, mixing in Eldlich cards. I figured it could work quite well since the Eldlich are really powerful. A lot of the spells and traps banish themselves from the graveyard, so they shouldn't get in the way of Superheavy Samurai. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these replays run in the background and interject when I've got something that I need to add. This round 1 game is against Shivani Zombies. My opponent's playing a Mayakashi belt. They had a lot of Eldlich cards on theirs as well, which made it a very interesting matchup. This first game was kind of over once he managed to wanted some of the generator boss. I'm kind of just clutching at straws at this point. So I activate this trap to stop his link monster from activating in response to the grave activation. He pretty much clears my board and there's not a lot I can do from this point. So on to game 2. I'm going first because I don't want him to set up all those traps locked me out in the first game. You can see pretty much the full combo that I wanted to be able to do with this deck. Pulling the artifact scythe from the deck. Some needle fibre plays, the gate, and some spell and trap removal, which we will not fire off. We're going to fire it. Not have the opportunity. We would normally destroy the scythe and lock out the extra deck, but the opponent's not going to have any plays and start picking off back row. So the turns usually start off with clearing out all the Eldlich clans from the graveyard, so we can start using Superheavy Samurai. And once I get Susanoo onto the board, I can start stealing Eldlich cards from their graveyard, so they don't recur and they help me. A bit of a slow start in the third game from my opponent, on the sides. We got a crazy hand. Being able to discard Golden Lord for Scarecrow's cost is super good. And that's a quick game. So round 1 went to us. I'm going to skip forward a bit here. This is actually round 3. And we're up against Unchained. Tricky matchup. We don't, Superheavy Samurai don't have a lot of removal that's not destruction. Or just attacking over things with a big defense. And I opened a full hand of traps, so we just set them all and let them go. Now I've got to play around this annoying link monster. If I summon an Eldlich, I'm going to get it immediately linked away. So I just decide to crash. Opponent's monster floats, which is a little annoying. And even when we finally get the Eldlich out, he brings back the link monster and links it away. The couple of Victorious Baners here is going to banish everything, so it's got a shotgun ult. So get some effect from it. Don't have to worry about banishing it from the graveyard though, because it's banished already. So the Eldlich was able to crutch us through that first half, and now we're able to run away with Superheavy Samurai side. Opponent sees that they've had enough, so to see me combo off for so much. Swap this around again. Not really got any play, so I'm just going to drop Kaijus. Decided in Kaijus, for obvious reasons. Avoid letting the opponent's monsters float. Oh, and that was a mistake. Soul Peacemaker in the impermanent zone. Managed to keep Scarecrow alive. There's another impermanence. But it wasn't coming to this time. We can fire off. And my opponent doesn't want to let me go any further, so that's the end of that one. The last round I want to show off is the 4th round. Was against Tenyi. So my opponent doesn't have much after they've used the first Ash. I'm able to combo off completely. Because of that Ash, I've had to go down an awkward route that I wouldn't normally have used. And because of the extra thinking time that took me, I'm unfortunately going to time out in this first turn. Very frustrating and very disappointing. What I could have done here is after setting the 2 Eldritch cards, I could have popped one with Saratobi's effect to get a search and set up the right kind of element cards in the back row. A sanguine and a golden land. But I have to move on to game 2. And so we've drawn the scythe. Fall prey to every Yu-Gi-Oh player's biggest nightmare. Failure to read. Luckily, my opponent decides to pop my scythe. I've got the DD Pro for it though. I can effect Veiler their monster, so I will live this turn. I'm going to have to go pretty hard. Scales is the great way to start off. Bouncing back from the board wipe. More than enough here. You didn't even need the soul horns to attack twice. So game 3. And I've opened a full hand of kaijus. Great for going first. Unfortunately, we've left a low attack point monster in attack position. So here's the deck list. I needed to play more Superheavy Samurais than I had Eldlich as one of the restrictions for the tournament. That meant the most I could play was 15 Eldlich cards. Even then though, I think I played too many. I'd probably cut a Golden Lord and some other spells. I'd probably bump Superheavy Samurai Scales up to 3. It's not as bad a draw as I originally thought it was. Maybe I'd play more hand traps to give me a better chance going second. Throughout the tournament I also missed having Superheavy Samurai Thief. It's a really useful, searchable back row destruction that occasionally gives you extra resources to use against your opponent. You can steal a infinite impermanence, or in this case an Eldlich card, that can really put you ahead. As far as the extra deck goes, it's pretty much how I'd want it. I never felt in need of something else. So that's that. If you've got any questions, do leave a comment. I'll see you guys next time.